Hello, everybody. I am a Royal. See, this is what happens when you do live shows. You have dogs bark. There's going to be dogs walking around, probably cats, all kinds of stuff. But I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to do my Freddie Mercury costume, a slightly balding Freddie Mercury, but Freddie Mercury nonetheless. Let me refresh here on my computer so I can see your comments because they go up too fast on the computer or on the iPhone, whatever it is. And there we go. Eric Hill says, "Dear God." Yeah, that's pretty much my wife's reaction to this as well.
Yup.
Yep, she's off. She's sitting off to the side.
Hello, everybody.
My lovely wife is here. She's Joan Jett, and it's pretty great. I'm pretty excited about it. All right, got your uh, got your comments up here. Jock's Knife says, "Look amazing, bro." Thank you. I appreciate that. And he also says hello to Mrs. Dicey.
Hello.
That is not her actual last name. Um, that is not my Christian name. Uh, yeah, so we're gonna do something a bit different tonight because I'm doing this silly thing. Let's just do it. Let's just do an AMA. Just ask me anything. Um, I have a few knives sitting here to bring out. If you guys ask about them, like a lot of the really the popular ones you guys ask about. But yeah, we'll bring them out. But yeah, look at this mustache. Can we just appreciate my mustache for a minute? I'm gonna go really close to the camera. Yeah, I committed to this. I've had a beard for how long have I had that beard?
A long time.
Like a decade, and I removed it for Halloween. So let it not be said that I do not commit to a Halloween costume. I've got the armband on, even though you guys can't see it. I got the studded belt. I am going to show you the shoes because they were very hard to get. I'm sorry this camera's going to move around a bit. It's not my usual mount, but I did work very hard to find these shoes. So I'm very proud of these. The Adidas Samba OGs, like Freddie wore in Live Aid. So I'm a huge Queen fan. Actually, I don't think I've ever said this before on the show. I'm actually my namesake. I was named after Brian May. My dad was a huge Queen fan, and he named me after Brian May. So that's why my name is Brian. So yeah, uh, always loved Queen. Always loved Freddie Mercury. Um, always, I actually want to. If I ever film like a comedy special, I'm gonna do the half a mic stand thing. I love Freddie Mercury. I just thought Queen was the best, and I really like it. So yeah, no, Brian's not here. It's Freddie Mercury tonight. So I honestly did try to do the accent. I actually watched a bunch of Freddie Mercury interviews this morning in the like at like 6 in the morning, and I tried to do it. I can't do a British accent. I don't know why. I can do a lot of accents. I can't do that one. So I apologize for that. And yeah, somebody says, "Oh, sambas." Yeah, I love the sambas. They're great. And then I love these sunglasses too. This costume was also partly an excuse to buy stuff that I already wanted. So I got the sambas. I got these. They're really light, and I've mentioned before I have an eye thing, so I have to wear sunglasses indoors a lot. And I really like these because they're really light, and I can just throw them on and walk around all day with them on, and they're fine. So I'm that guy now that walks around with blue Ray Bans. So hey Pocket Tank, how's it going? Good to see you. Lavender pants. Is this your Halloween costume? No, this is just what I wear every day. Yes, it's my Halloween costume. Of course it is. No, but I've been having a lot of fun with yours and soon to be my Spidey Chef though. By the way, thank you very much for sending that. I very much appreciate it. I've really been enjoying it. Randy F says Tom Selleck would appreciate that mustache. I actually told my wife today that if we go to his second Halloween party, I'm just gonna go buy a Hawaiian shirt and just go as Tom Selleck because it is it's very Selleck esque. And my father, funny story, looked exactly like Tom Selleck. Like he looked very similar to me. He looked exactly like Tom Selleck, and we went to Niagara Falls once, and some Japanese tourists asked if he was Tom Selleck, and he said yes, and just took his picture with him. And to this day, they probably don't know that it was just some guy. Um, Yeah, but yeah, super chat's open. If you want to kick in a couple shekels, I always appreciate that. So yeah, that's open. But someone said, "Are you under pressure, Brian?" Nice comment. That's a good one.
Under pressure.
Don't somebody said to the Magnum PI thing, don't make your wife dress up as Higgins. Yeah, she would though. We commit to Halloween.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, you can say hell, it's fine. No, we definitely commit to Halloween. We did I think our best one was Plan 9 from Outer Space. I don't know if you guys ever watched that.
Should I pull it up?
That terrible, yeah, if you can pull it up and I'll show you. Terrible movie. But there was these two aliens in it. It's like an old Ed Wood movie, and it's the worst thing you've ever seen. And we dressed up as she made the costumes for the two aliens from Plan 9 from Outer Space. And then we did Wonder Twins last year. And we did, we did Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf, but I dressed up as the Big Bad Wolf, but the Big Bad Wolf as the grandmother. So I had like a shower cap and stuff and wolf gloves. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We really commit to Halloween, because we always go out on Halloween, and because we don't get trick or treaters here, so there's like no reason to hang out. We're like on a big main street, and nobody ever gonna come out. Spirited Whiskey says, not gonna lie, you look a little bit like a kind of creepy, rapey version of Mike Ditka.
Oh, dear God.
I could see that. I'm a little skinnier than Mike Ditka, but other than that, I kind of get it. What do you have against movies with gravestones that bend? Yeah, you watch Plan 9. Yeah, Plan 9 from Outer Space, if you guys never watched it. The best way to watch it is Mystery Science Theater 3000 did a great rant of it, so it's really funny. If you want to watch it, go do that. Don't watch it just regular. But yeah, we're just gonna do an Ask Me Anything here for the next 45 minutes or so. And so, what did Freddie carry today? Freddie carried today because it was Spyderco Saturday. I dual wielded. Actually, my wife just asked me, "Do you have two knives in your pockets?" Yes, I did. I had, and now one won't come out. Little secondary one. I had the Dragonfly 2 Warncliffe, which I really enjoy. And I tore it apart last night and finally got the toothpaste off from it. The Spyderco Native Chief. Yeah. Yeah, I love both of these. They're great knives. This is such a huge, ridiculous knife, but it doesn't carry that way. It's very slim in your pocket. It doesn't feel like a big, giant knife until you open it and people scream and run away. But other than that, it doesn't feel like that. Brian Steenrod says, not going to lie, you look like you're going to commit a felony at any moment. Yeah, a little bit. The only thing I'm worried about is we just found out it might snow on Halloween, and I'm not going to be wearing much clothes. So yeah, I'm just wearing skinny jeans and this and a undershirt and sambas. So I'm going to be really cold if it snows. That's not going to be fun. But Jock's Knife says Nipple Town. Yes, you can see my nippies through this. It's but you could see his too. So it's period accurate. So that's what I'm gonna say. Lavender Pants says a pervious primordial for me to do. Ooh, nice knife. I really want to get my hands on one of those. So this was Plan 9 from Outer Space that we made. That's my lovely wife there. My beautiful, awesome knife, who's also crafty. But if you've seen Plan 9, it's in black and white, so it was really hard to find what color the costumes actually were. But I searched around all over the internet. I found one color costume. So, oh, thank you, Kiefer. I appreciate the donation. And Scott Simmons, he said Freddie would definitely carry a native chief. I don't know. I think Freddie would be a lot more gentlemanly kind of knife than that. But yeah, here's another. These were the Plan 9 costumes. So yeah, we're nerds, and we're fine with it. We've accepted it, right? Like that's just our lot in life.
Dorks.
It's just you dorks. She prefers to be called a dork than a nerd, but yeah, that's I just put my arm up and I saw the studded thing again. Yeah, it's this is I'm pretty happy with this costume though. It's not it's not my best Halloween costume, but I'm pretty happy with it. And I got a couple things out of it that I'm actually going to keep and use for a while. So Norman's EDC says your wife is a good-looking woman. Yes, she
Aw,
definitely is.
thank
She is
you.
she is a very 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 pretty beautiful woman. Um, no snow there, just lots of rain for Halloween. Oh yeah, here's the other ones. I guess we're talking about Halloween costumes for a while. What are you guys going for Halloween? Do you guys do Halloween at all? Even tell me down below if you do. This was the grandma, Big Bad Wolf, and the Red Riding Hood. I couldn't think of Red Riding Hood for a moment. Jeez, words leave me sometimes. It makes no sense. Um, just curious, have you ever considered making a weekly video just for your Patreon supporters? Yeah, but I don't know what I would do that would be different. So I do so many that I think I'd have to take something from this. I probably should. I mean, you guys give me money, so I definitely probably should. But if you guys have any suggestions of stuff you'd like to see for a weekly kind of thing, I could just rant about stuff. I just realized I'm dressed as Freddie Mercury from 1984 and I'm wearing an Apple Watch. That's probably not period accurate. Oh, your Halloween's partly cloudy. Nice. Halloween with the kids in the neighborhood now. My neighborhood. Oh, it's nice that you get to. Yeah, it was always a lot of fun to go out with my kids for Halloween. I went out. Oh, I went out once in a full Iron Man armor, um, with my kids, and that was a poor decision, and it was horribly uncomfortable. And then it was like cheap, like plastic Iron Man armor. It looked cool, but it didn't like fit well. And then went to a party after that, and I wound up having to take it off. Like it was so uncomfortable. Want to see the Wonder Twins? Edward York says.
I'm working on it.
She's working on it. She's getting it. The Wonder Twins was pretty cool. I have to say, I was very happy with the Wonder Twins. We pass out candy. I wear my Blues jersey and a hockey stick for the kids with attitude. Okay, here's Wonder Twins, and I don't remember what our friends were wearing here. Whoopee Cushion, and I don't remember who the other person was. But yeah, this is our Wonder Twins outfits. And again, Lori made all these, so I was very proud of her. Like, this is the first year she hasn't had to sew. I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah, you just applied you applied a lot of pins to a cheap Chinese leather jacket. But you guys ever buy like the cheap Chinese clothes and like you have to get like a 5XL like to make it fit you? Like, yeah, it was ridiculous. Someone said powers activate. Brian Steenrod, yeah, we did that a few times in public.
Oh, wait.
I'll admit.
Do you wanna?
Oh yeah, we have a picture of us doing the powers activate in our house before we left. But
I don't know if I want to show this.
oh, it's a good picture of us. It's funny. Yeah, we had that one too. Yeah, we did the pose a couple times. We have no shame really, honestly, when it comes to Halloween. We do the other 364 days of the year. We have a lot of shame and we're very not of shame. We have a lot of shame. We're normally very not conservative. What's the word I'm looking for?
Normal?
Normal, but Halloween we kind of lose our tiny little minds. So Brandy F asks, what's Mrs. B going as? Oh, Joan Jett this year. So that's gonna be, yeah. I've already gotten a preview. Yeah, it's pretty hot. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Get out of here.
So I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, she looks pretty good as Joan Jett. So Neve's nice says, oh my, I must have missed a lot. No, you just missed me being an asshat sitting around here. So oh, Joan Jett's singing tonight for Sunday Night Football.
Huh.
Oh, it's funny. What a coincidence. I had this is one of my best celebrity encounters, and in my line of work, I have met a lot of celebrities, but way before that, I had any line of work like that, I had a beer with Joan Jett when I was like 20 years old, and it was awesome, and I was terrified, and she was super cool and super nice, and yeah, I went to a bar, didn't her name was on the marquee. We didn't know who was going to be there. It was a big bar. It was in Fayetteville, North Carolina, like big giant bar, and they had big bands there. But we pulled in and it said Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm sure it's not actually her, and it actually was. And then between sets, she just jumped off the stage and walked up to the bar, and I walked up and bought her a beer and sat and talked to Joan Jett for like 10 minutes, and it was really really cool. I was very, very scary though, or very, very scared. I was very, very scary. No, I was very, very scared. She's a great chick, but she also looks like she might stab you at any moment. So
Me too.
yeah, yeah. But I really liked her. She was great and super nice to me. She was kind of pissed off that nobody knew who she was. It was in a weird little period of her career where it was in the mid '90s, and just like nobody knew who she was at that time. So before she kind of blew up again. Planescrafter says, "You mean you're Brian Speck in real life?" No, not all the time. I used to be. I'm kind of trying to change my style and my look up a little bit. Not to this. This is not. This isn't gonna stick around. But trying to change stuff up. Dress a bit more like I did. Um, Edward York says, you were at Pope then? Yep, I was at Pope Air Force Base back then. I think it's Pope Army Airfield now. I think they changed it, which it was back then too, but that just wasn't the name. But yeah, all we did was support the military. Neves Nice says midlife crisis. No, my midlife crisis was a few years ago, but
Your midlife crisis was marrying a woman 10 years younger than you.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, my wife says my midlife crisis was marrying a woman 10 years younger than me. But no, I have. It's like my 1.5 midlife crisis. I already have the sports car.
Yeah.
I did that a couple years ago. So now it's just going back to. No, I just lost some weight and I had to go buy a bunch of new clothes, and I just decided to get some younger looking clothes, I guess, back like I used to wear. I bought Jordans again. That's been nice. I think I actually talked about those in the last live show. Neve's Nice said 8 years. Yeah, 10 years. It's fine. It's not a big difference, and it's never been a problem, right? Other than me.
Except for when you say when I was your age.
Yes, I made the mistake when we first got together of saying when I was your age. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that to a woman that's younger than you. It does not go well. But yeah, and other than my aches and pains I can complain about all the time, I think she's all right that I'm older than her. I don't know.
Okay, so you want to show people how normal we are?
Oh yeah, this is how we look. Yeah, this was our wedding
Oh.
picture. Oh, how we're normal. We're just gonna show how we're normal people. That was our wedding picture. Oh, that's the last time I didn't have the beard was when we got married.
Yep.
6 years ago.
That's my
But,
favorite
yeah.
of our wedding photos.
Yeah, it's our favorite wedding picture though. But yeah, we're dorks, but we do well. Adidas Gazelles. I don't know which is. Oh my God, you guys are right. Holy shit, Taz isn't here to remind me to hydrate. I never even opened my beer. I'm a terrible person. There's this one guy in here called Taz that always says hydrate all the time on it.
I'll share it with you.
So I have today I'm drinking the Brooklyn Pilsner. I think I had this last time too, but really really do like it. Neves Nice says
Yes.
a sense of humor goes a long long way. It does.
I agree.
Yummy. It's weird showing. I can't show knives on here very much, but because I'm sitting here doing this thing this way. I'm not gonna do this often. I'm just gonna do this on special occasions. Probably just Halloween, honestly. The booze and blades. Boo as in boo, not booze as in booze. I think the thing I've been carrying the most that I like lately is, this Brian Nadeau, the Sharp by Design Micro Typhoon prototype. This thing is awesome. And there is no reason why I should still have it in my possession. I should have sent it back to Levon or Brian, whichever person I'm sending it back to. But I haven't, because I just really like it. And I've been carrying it like almost every day that I've had it. And this is just a great little knife. God, I love this thing. It's so good. And on Black Friday, I will forsake my children some presents and buy one of these. I love this thing. It is so good. Pre-orders gonna be up Black Friday, so yeah, get one of these. They're so good. That's about all I have to say about it. And I guess there's gonna be almost zero changes from the prototype to production, which I am completely fine with. Yeah, it's just been so nice. Yeah, but anyway, ask me anything. I see you guys a couple questions now, but ask me anything.
I will make sure he answers honestly.
Yes, and yeah, my wife will fact check me as I'm doing this. So, what do you think of the CQC XL and D2? I think I actually have it here. Is that one that I brought down? I did. I thought I did, but I didn't. I really like it. I have carried it a few times. Emersons are. I've said before, I had a pretty bad experience with the actual full-on custom not, I can't call them customs, whatever they are. The expensive Emersons have not been, the one I had was not great, but I like the Kershaws and the ZT versions of them, and this one is awesome, and it's only $55. So, excuse me, highly recommend it. Very, very cool. What would you recommend for a good 4-inch EDC fixed blade? I don't do fixed blades very much, JK. Sorry. That's kind of not in my thing. Randy F says, I have a Brian Spec beer, Michelob Light. Michelob Light for a normal domestic beer, I do not have a problem with. I like regular Michelob better, but yeah, Michelob, man, I haven't had a Michelob in forever. Zach's knife says, what's the dirty secret knife you can't stop thinking about? I don't. Oh.
Mom.
My wife says your mom. We're big fans of your mom jokes around here.
Man.
I don't know. I mean, I've had that Brian Nadeau, not to say Brian Nadeau again, but I have the Void. I pre-ordered the Void, and I'm very, 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 very excited to get that. Can you sing any Freddie Mercury songs? Triple ECS. I think I would. They'd probably demonetize me, not because of violating copyright, but because of violating human tastes. I'm just gonna give a little shout out here because Neves Knives is on here, and Neves Knives is always on here. If you don't watch Neves Knives, you're an idiot. You should go watch them. They are a great couple, and they do really, really cool things. Neves Knives also asks, what knife does your wife actually like? I know you actually have an answer for this now.
What? I wasn't.
What knife do you actually like?
What knife do I actually like?
Yeah.
The Open Elves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a big Open L fan. Yeah. So we have several scattered around the house, and then she has her own, and she's got one of the purple ones, and yeah, and we have a big Open L number 10 with the corkscrew that lives in our kitchen, and it gets used a whole lot. It's actually my favorite knife for cutting up really small stuff. So, Neves Nice says, "Woohoo! Holy cow! A shout out from the man. I am not the man. I am maybe the apprentice to the man, but I'm not quite the man yet. But you're very welcome." How many knives do you buy without the wife knowing? Well, here's the secret, Triple EEDC. is if you have a hobby that costs a lot of money and you don't want to upset your wife about it, you make a business out of it, and then you can just say it was a business expense, and then it's all fine.
That's why I keep buying art supplies.
Yeah, and that's why my wife keeps buying art supplies. I have a nasty habit of turning hobbies into businesses, and it's worked out well for me. Well, that's weird. I don't know why it blocked your comment, Lavender Pants. That was stupid. But bring in Slacy Dicey's wife. She's sitting over there, and we have got the camera all set up.
thanks.
She probably wouldn't be able to fit in the
I
shot.
took a nap
so.
and I don't look so good.
She said she took a nap and doesn't look so good, so she doesn't want to jump on the camera. But there, if you go back and look, there's lots of pictures of her. Um, do you know of any non-scalpers that got a Krukarta shaman? No, I didn't. I didn't get a. I didn't get one. I've been broke as a joke the last couple weeks, so I really wanted one, but no. And every time I get a sprint run of anything, especially Spyderco's, I just wind up selling them. I don't. I get them, and then I show them on a thing, and somebody sends me an email and offers money for them, and I sell them because I can't eat knives. So got to feed the beast, keep things moving. M390 Para 3 lightweight on DLT Tuesday. Yeah, I saw that. Somebody emailed me about it. I was um I don't think I'm gonna get one. Unless I get paid like tomorrow a lot. But no, I think that's another one I would just flip. I don't think I'd keep it. I am getting the M3 or the 20 CV bare knuckle though from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. They're gonna send me one of those, so I'm gonna have that. So yeah, I did get that, so I'm excited about that one. Do you compare lives with a small group of hecklers? Not sure what you mean by that, BD Swain. Where do you sell your knives? Buy is I have access to a couple of wholesalers. I get a lot from White Mountain Knives. Use the code SDWNK at checkout. You get 10% off. I get a lot from them because I can get them from wholesale, and then I have access to another wholesaler that's that normal people can't buy from. And then sell is here or Patreon. If you sign up at Patreon, any level, you get 24-hour early access to my sales. So that's where I sell them. Triple E EDC Shepherd CC makes some good Mike Carter Shaman scales. Even Shabazz bought a pair. Yeah, his do look good. You want the St. Nick's? Yeah, I like the steel choices that St. Nick's makes, but I don't like that they always do the coated blades and the red handles. It's just not my thing. Joshua Wilson. Yes, you're right. M390 for 129 bucks is that is not shabby. Definitely no problem with the price. Just for what I used my Para 3 lightweight for was mostly size comparisons. Honestly, I don't need M390 for that. So I will stick with the BD1N for now. I keep waiting for him to do the BD1N Manix 2 lightweight. I keep hearing that's going to happen, but every time they update stuff, I never see it. See you later, Edward York. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Always good to see you. Oh, BD Swaim is bragging that he got a Krukarta Shaman. Yeah, they're really... Those went quick. I wish they... Libya says, I wish they make the Sage lightweight in it. Allegedly, I think that is what the Sage 5 lightweight's going to be in, because I think that's what they're doing with everything. I think they're doing BD1N and all their lightweight stuff now. When is the Shaman sprint review coming? Yeah, I just said, Brian, I don't have one. Oh, it's S30V. Well, that's not bad. I'll take that too. Fiance wants to know your favorite costume as a kid. Oh, as a kid, I had a lot of the plastic ones with the rubber band around them. I had a lot of really crappy ones like that.
I know
But
what mine was.
I would say Boba Fett. It was. I had a Boba Fett. It was one of the crappy ones that like it came in a bag from. We didn't have Walmart back then. Nichols probably. Does anyone here remember Nichols?
Ames.
Does anyone here remember Nichols? That chain store. I'm sure no one does, but it
I
was.
think we had the last existing Nichols.
I think we had the last existing Nichols. What was your favorite costume as a kid?
Handmade Minnie Mouse when I was 5. My aunt made it by hand.
Handmade Minnie Mouse
Handmade
when she
Minnie
was
Mouse
5.
with like the whole ears and the hood and everything.
Wow.
It was awesome.
Now mine was Boba Fett, I think, but no Nichols on the West Coast. It was Nichols, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nichols. It was a weird chain store that it was just like a Kmart or a Walmart.
Stuff.
It was kind of no, it was good. The same thing as like Kmart or Walmart. But yeah, they didn't last too long. But what is your go-to lightsaber? Oh, if I could purchase a real lightsaber, it would be a Count Dooku style with the curved handles. Absolutely. You have Wawa. No, we do not have Wawas up here, but whenever I'm traveling, do very much like the Wawas. Very nice, very nice. Gas station convenience store.
You like Wawa.
I like my Wawa. I think everybody likes Wawa.
Wawa Baba.
Wawa Baba. Recently visited New Jersey. I love Wawa. They have Wawas in New Jersey? They're that close to here now?
They have Wawas in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah, I guess they have in Pennsylvania, yeah. But in New Jersey, you can't pump your own gas. What the hell is that all about? I don't want you touching my car.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. That's my least favorite thing about New Jersey. Well, it's not my least favorite thing about New Jersey, but one of my least favorite things about New Jersey is that I can't pump my own gas. It's so stupid. If you were going to go back in history, what times would you want to go to? Oh, hands down, Old West. Definitely.
You wouldn't survive.
My wife says I wouldn't survive. I'm quick. I'm quick with a gun. I'd be Billy the Kid. I don't think she believes me.
You would fall in love with a Native American woman.
I probably would, because I already did. She says I'd fall in love with a Native American woman. I said I probably would, because I already did.
Me.
Yeah, my wife. Biggest failure, good question, curiosity, what's like the 2017 Heretic Martyr was a big best for me. The week, I don't know what that is. Yes, we don't have Wawa, but we have Wegmans. So we win, right? Yeah. Wegmans is one of the few things in my life that is like overhyped, but it deserves it. Like when you move other places and you don't have a Wegmans.
You can let EDC know that I am better at pool.
You're better at pool? I didn't see that.
I'm better.
Oh, thanks, Zach Stuff. Neves Knife says your wife's Native American. A bit. How much are you? A quarter? Quarter?
30%, yeah, something.
Yeah, a little more than a quarter. Yeah. Cherokee, right? Yeah. Yep. She gets comments all the time like when she tells people that and they say, I knew you were something. So Kara's full Native American. Same kind of thing. I'm gonna say
Very
the same.
cool.
I'm gonna say the same annoying thing that says to people say to my wife. I knew she was something, but I didn't know what it was exactly. But yeah, my wife gets that all the time. Who's better at pool? I see the question now. Who's better at pool? You or your wife? Oh, my wife. My wife, definitely. I suck at pool. I could destroy her in darts, but
Nah.
I can destroy you in darts. Uh, but
Who's better at apples to apples? Me.
oh, apples to apples. You're right. Board games, you're pretty much full stop. Better.
Blockus? Totally.
Have you ever dressed up as a mall ninja for Halloween?
What?
Mall ninja is what we
Just
call
on a
people.
regular day.
Mall ninja is what we call people who carry the like gas station really crazy weird
Yeah.
looking knives. Um, have you ever dressed up as a mall? No, no, I haven't. Or just on a regular day? No, I haven't. That's a good idea for a costume, but I don't think anybody would know. Nice Glacier says Native American women are very attractive. I would agree with that. That's why I married one of them. Well, I don't know what that question means, and we're going to remove it. Somebody asked something that I didn't. I deleted it. You will once you sell 10 T-shirts. Yeah, right. I will, and I haven't yet. So with the skeleton knife, I have to freaking. I don't know how to fix it. I can't take it apart, and it broke, so it's stuck open right now. So I have to. I'd have to actually go buy another one, which I will, because they're like $5. But no, the one that got sent to me broke, so I can't even do it with that one. I chipped in 1/10 of that effort. Yeah. Brian Steenrod says, "What is the board game that you both refuse to play together?"
Monopoly.
Monopoly. Yeah, because it takes a really long time, and if anyone can be good at Monopoly, I am good at Monopoly.
All right, I'm pulling up the picture.
I'm very good at Monopoly, and because there's I'm not going to release my secret skill of Monopoly, but there's an easy way that if you do this one thing, you'll win every time. But it takes so long that we just don't do it anymore. Best couple game is Gin Rummy. We're not cards people. We don't.
Both of our families were.
Yeah, both of our families were, but we're just not cards people. What knife do you least recommend besides the bike knife? Least recommend is tough. I guess I'm just gonna pick something overrated. Because I know Metal Complex just did that video about most overrated knives, and I came up with a couple in my head. I really liked it when I had it, but looking back on it, I think the new one is great, but I would say the Sebenza 21 is a bit overrated. Yeah, here's pictures of me being obsessive about Monopoly. Yeah, my whole family refuses to play Monopoly with me. It's not even just my wife. Like, my kids won't play Monopoly with me.
They went to bed.
Yeah, they went to bed, and we had to finish it up. But, yeah, I liked the Sebenza 21. It was fine, but, and I really loved it when I had it, but then once it was gone, I didn't miss it a tiny little bit. Randy F says, sell the wife beaters with the slicey logo. No offense, Mrs. B. But no,
that's what I call them.
Yeah, that's what she calls them too. That's just, we're in upstate New York. Is what we call them that too. The joke always is that upstate New York is Buffalo, Syracuse, Rochester, New York City, and Alabama in between. Brian Steenright says, what knife does she not recommend? I don't think she really knows enough of the names of them to
the sharp ones.
The sharp ones, she said. But you carry open L's, which are sharp as hell.
I don't carry.
Triple EDC said, broken any good tables today? I'm not sure what that's about. Libby says, no love for Albany. Albany's not a real city. It's a town. It's a nice town, but it's not a city. That's still just upstate New York.
That's our capital.
Triple EDC says Bill's Mafia. No, I'm a Jets fan.
My cousin is head of it.
Yeah, my wife's cousin is like the literal head of the Bills Mafia. So
he
did I.
has an O.J. Simpson tattoo.
He has an O.J. Simpson tattoo. Yeah, he's that guy. Zach Stuff says, so did I miss your World Series pick? The Yankees aren't in it, so I do not care. I tried to pay attention, but oh, no news. I said, what's your most underrated knife? Oh, I have it here, and I've said this before. This is not going to be a surprise. But most underrated is definitely Southern Grind Spider Monkey. Yeah, if you have the means, please purchase one. They are as Ferris Bueller would say, they are fantastic. Germany in 2020, I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. We're Europe in 2020, but I don't know which country I'm going to. Kind of leaning towards going back to Portugal for a week. If I go to Germany, it'll be for that bike, for the knife show, not for the bike show, but for the knife show that's over there. I can't remember the name of it, but that's the one I would go to. Kaiser T1 and Civivi Brigand are way underrated. Lavender Pants says, the Civivi Brigand is the one that I have. The one Civivi I think I've not handled. I should probably get one. Phil Cynic says, Jets and Yankees, don't Yanks fans generally like the Giants? Yeah, you're probably right. But honestly, the reason why I like the Jets is when I was a little kid, my my uncles all loved the Bills, and I had to sit around every Sunday at my grandparents' house hearing about the freaking Bills. So
Me too.
I just picked another New York team, and it was the Jets. So there was no reason for it, but that's who I'm with now. So, yeah, spider monkeys are awesome. Lavender Pants says, "Want me to send it your way?" Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Shoot me an email. So back to the Para 3 lightweight and M390. Is it worth an upgrade from the normal S30V knife? Well, it's the lightweight, so it's kind of a completely different knife. Really, it's not really the same thing at all. What is your cold weather gear? Well, I don't work outdoors, so I have a couple different pairs of jeans that I just know are thicker and warmer. And I'm a big fan of cool jackets, not cool jackets like cool jackets, but KUHL. That they make really great stuff. I really like those a lot. And oh yeah, and somebody said outdoor research. Yeah, outdoor research stuff is really nice too. So is the Arcturix, but I can't afford it. But yeah, layers, people. That's what I recommend. Having lived in a cold climate for most of my life, is layers. And see you later, Triple EDC. Thank you very much for coming out. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Neves Knives says, what's you and your wife's favorite hobby? By the way, Neves Knives, that's a couple
Yeah,
that does channels.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's you and your wife's favorite hobby together?
Hiking.
Traveling. Eating.
Staring at each other, trying to think of things to do.
Yeah.
Picture taking. Well, that's not really.
Someone said costuming. Yeah, I guess we can't deny that.
But
Yeah.
Not in the gross.
Yeah,
way.
not in a weird way. Not in a
way.
weird way. It's in a totally PG, family acceptable way.
We used to like drinking a lot.
Oh yeah. Larry Pan said, I thought you said drinking. No, we used to drink. We both used to drink a lot more than we do now, but not as much anymore. Cycling. We used to do that a lot more than we do now. But
hiking and cycling.
And cycling, I would say, yeah.
Yelling at each other while doing home improvement projects.
Yes, yeah, yelling at each other while building things.
And then me yelling at you to get out of the way. And you making YouTube videos.
If we get a anything flat pack, like from IKEA or Target or any place like that, I just leave the room and she puts it together because I yell and swear. and I don't do it right, and she does it better. Neves Knives says, if you were gonna have a one brand for all your knives, what would they be? All from the same brand? Hinderer, I would say. I would say Hinderer. Mark Ridgewell says, "Are you still together?" Well, we're in the same room right now, so I guess
Hi.
so. Yeah. Um. What's Freddie's safe queen? I don't. Mark Ridgewell asks. I don't have safe queens. I get the irony of the question. Oh, that was very clever. I apologize, but to answer it seriously, no, I don't have one. I use everything. The most expensive one I have is the is a Hinder full tie half track, but I still use it. I don't. Anything that expensive is just something that I'm probably not gonna buy. Um, Jay the painter says, "Do you tell your wife about all your knife purchases?" No, we talked about that a minute ago. You weren't in here, but no, it's because they're business expenses now, so I don't have
Hmm.
to. Blayman says, "What's up, B? Nice costume." Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Um, Jack's Knife says, "Damn you, because your Hinder love is infectious, but being in the UK, I can see myself shelling out for a Hinder Slippy. Looks like a fantastic legal care. I really want, excuse me, God, I really want a Hinder Slippy too, but I have other slip joints that are much less expensive, and I don't need to spend that much on one for when I go to Europe." Um, UK knives are so freaking expensive. Everything in the UK is expensive. Um, Brian Steenright says, "What new stuff do you have coming that you and your wife are excited for?" Well, for me, you guys are probably asking about knives. So,
Hmm.
I have that Brian Nadeau Void. I'm very excited about that. Um, I've got the M3 or the 20 CV bare knuckle coming that I'm excited about that. And I don't know, we're not spending a whole lot of money right now because we're we're planning stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we're planning things. So we're kind of in a money saving sort of mode. So Neves and I says, what's gonna be your new hairstyle? Oh, not this. This is just for I did the new I changed it a lot. It's usually kind of flopped over to the side and looks a lot less balding. It's easier to hide the balding when it's not slipped back or slicked back. Um, Andrew Toole, you're the second person to ask that, but what's the you wouldn't happen to have any insider info on how to snag a my car to Shaman? I do not, or I would have one. Um, Someone says, Mr. Cortez says, I bought a 20 CV bare knuckles and 20 CV the same as M390. Basically the same. Um, Lavender Pants says he bought an ABKT Warthog last night. Great knife. The ABKT Warthog is a really, really good knife.
Found the Halloween emojis.
Oh, geez, that's Mrs. Slicey Dicey LHB art. So go give her a follow and like and subscribe.
I have no videos.
Yeah. Yes, and Libby, you're right, and also basically the same as CTS 204P. Um, I feel like reviewing knives now. I speak only in acronyms. Um, hey, Keith, you're still moving? I thought you were already all moved in and all that stuff. Yeah, two sons. I need to get some at some point. I keep meaning to, and then I don't, and I buy other stuff instead. But I need to. Um, yeah, moving's the worst. Don't like it. And luckily for all my big giant moves, I had the military did it for me, so I didn't have to do anything. I will tell you that when we move, we're not doing it.
Hmm.
I am paying a person or not doing it.
I'm throwing everything away.
We're throwing everything away. Just starting over again. Any word on the Shamwy? I know I don't know when it's coming out, but oh my god, I want one of those so bad. That is like that's awesome. Yeah, it's because Nick always says, "Do not get into watches." Whenever he does a watch review, he goes, "Do not get into watches."
That's funny. Who's your knife most excited about? I don't really. They're all kind of pretty, but I don't know much about them. Sorry.
Yeah, she's not really into it. So and she has a job that she could never carry one to work.
No,
Anyway,
I'm not allowed to.
Not allowed to. So yeah, she works with children. So
with
there's
special needs.
Yeah, so she, with special needs kids, so like she's not allowed to have one anyway. So even if she was into them, she would never be able to carry it. So it wouldn't matter. Jack's Knife says Brian sells knife collection to pay for move. That is not out of the question that will happen.
Probably sell
half of it.
My camera collection and our bikes.
Yeah, camera collection, bikes, knives, a bunch of stuff. Libby says, "Oh, your boss carries an Endura, so you think it'll be fine." Yeah, that's a big knife. You find out who your real friends are when you move. Randy F says, I have a funny story about that, and then I'm probably going to wrap this up because we're getting close to an hour. We have a coffee table that weighs 180 pounds. And when we moved into this house, we've moved 3 times and never changed zip codes. And we moved into this house, and one of my buddies, who's a beast of a guy, helped me like carry it into the house. And I can't even say he helped me. He just carried it into the house, but it weighs 180 pounds. And he said, that is a once in a friendship piece of furniture. And I just thought that was so funny. It's like, there's one time you can ask me to move that. I've moved it. Don't ever ask me to move that piece of furniture again. I thought it was really, really funny. I know my hairline is not receding. It's just getting thin. And when I put lots of goop in it, it looks even thinner. Hey, yo! I got that joke. That's what she said. What would you say the max price that's worth for a Krukarta Shaman on the site? I don't even know yet. They just came out, so I have no opinion on that. I'm guessing they're probably going to wind up going for $300 all day long. He says, I need to see this table. It's in the other room where I'd show you, but it is no longer our coffee table.
It's been on the Instagram.
It's been on the Instagram. If you see the stone background a lot, if you see like any picture of my knives with like a slate and wood background, it's that.
Oh, by the way, if anyone wants to buy a coffee table,
yeah, if anybody wants it, you don't have to buy it. Come get the damn thing. It's so heavy. But yeah, we bought it. We bought a living room set, and then it was like another $200 for the coffee table and the entertainment center, and I didn't pick them up to see how heavy they were, and we just bought them. We lived in a second floor walk-up at the time, and the guys came to move them in, and I said, wow, that's heavy. And they were like, yeah, it's made of oak and stone. Like I was an idiot. Like that I didn't realize how heavy they were. But Krukarta Shamans are going for $400? Jesus Christ. That's ridiculous. Language, yeah. That's why we don't monetize the live videos. True Boolean says, I'll take the table if you ship it. Yeah, no, it would cost me like $700 to ship it.
You can pay for shipping.
Yeah, you can pay for a big giant truck to come get it. I don't think Freddie Mercury wore a watch on stage, Patrick, because I know it's definitely not an Apple Watch. It's my costume is not period correct. I won't wear a watch on Halloween night when we go out. We're going to a drag show. I'm really excited about it at the comedy club that I work at.
Are you cold?
No, I'm just my neck hurts. I'm rubbing my neck. And, I don't know what that one's about. Well, the table's free, but the shipping's $700. It's literally 180 pounds, dude. It's like, yeah, we're not joking. I know that because the angry delivery people told me exactly what it cost, exactly what it weighed.
We replaced it with a garbage table that I painted because it's lighter.
Yeah, we replaced it with a table that we got from like the curb.
No, I took it from work.
And my wife painted because she's very talented. How big is this monstrosity? I wonder if it'll fit in my wagon. Oh, it'll fit in the average station wagon. It's not. It's like
6 feet or 5 feet long by 3 feet wide.
Yeah, it's probably about 5 feet long by 3 feet wide. It literally is made of like solid oak and slate.
And it doesn't come apart.
Neve's Knife says, "Are you a Harley or a Ninja fan?" Well, I don't ride bikes anymore, but if I did, Ninja probably. Although no, I gotta go Harley because we almost bought a Harley. Remember that? When we used to ride the motorcycle all the time, and I damn near bought that big Harley Ultra Glide. Yeah, I almost bought the big touring Harley, the Ultra Glide, right? I came really, really close to buying that. Yep, 5x3 and 180.
It may be 4x3.
No, I think it's probably 5 feet long. It's very big. Yeah, that Harley Ultra Glide was sweet, but now I have my bum neck. We can't ride bikes anymore. We miss that. We used to ride motorcycle all the time, and it was a lot of fun. And then we almost bought a BMW, the big RT. We like the big, giant touring bikes.
Because we're old people.
Yeah, because we just want to be comfortable. But then at some point, you spend so much money on a motorcycle, you're like, I could just buy a Miata, and it would be a lot cheaper. Song requests, Fat Bottom Girls. I'll get demonetized, and I can't sing. Fat Bottom Girls. I can't remember the words to even. Rockin'
Rails go round.
This is one of my prized possessions that I do have up at my office. I got an old copy of the Queen album with Fat Bottom Girls on it, and it has a poster of a bunch of naked people on it that came with it.
All naked women riding bicycles.
Yeah, naked women riding bicycles. Mm-hmm. And I love it. But I've never been allowed to put it up. It's just a bunch of girls' butts. Our family has an old-fashioned desk that weighs 500 pounds. Would that be a once-in-a-lifetime furniture move? Yes, definitely. Mm-hmm. We have one that weighs about 200, but it comes apart. Yeah. So it's fine.
I'm going to restore it.
Yeah. Libby says, I find myself carrying the Atmos again. I wish they would upgrade it to at least 14C20. Yeah, that would be awesome. The Atmos is a great, great knife that has completely failed by the steel that it comes in. Well, I think we've been an hour, so I think we're going to wrap it up here. And I'm tired of looking at the top of my balding head, so this is a bad choice of camera angle. Only realizing that now, an hour in. But really, really enjoyed you guys coming out. Thank you guys so much for the kicked in on the super chat and all that. I very much appreciate it. And I will see you next week as my somewhat normal face, because the beard won't have fully grown back in yet. But it probably won't be my face. It'll probably just be my my little hands there. Zach, yeah.
Night.
My wife says hello, Zach. So have a good night, everybody. See you later. 100% less creepy. Yes, next week I'll be 100% less creeper. Thank you guys very much. Have a good one.